If you are a man over 45 and you are waking up 2, 3, even 5 times a night to urinate, pay close attention to what I'm about to tell you. This might seem like nothing more than an annoyance, something normal for your age. But in reality, it could be a silent sign that something much more serious is happening inside your body. And the worst part is, most men only realize it when it's already too advanced. Let me explain something to you that few people talk about clearly. The prostate is a small gland located right below the bladder, and it surrounds the urethra, which is the tube through which urine leaves the body. Now, imagine this. When this prostate begins to swell, it puts pressure on that tube, as if you were squeezing a garden hose. And what happens when you squeeze a hose? The water stops flowing correctly. It becomes weak, irregular, blocked. That is exactly what is happening to you. The urine isn't coming out properly, not because your bladder is weak, but because there is constant pressure blocking the exit. And that is why you experience the urge to urinate all the time, the sensation that your bladder never empties completely, a weak, interrupted flow, and that urgent need that strikes out of nowhere. But here is the truly frightening part. It doesn't stop there. Over time, this urine retention can lead to frequent urinary tract infections, bladder damage, the formation of stones, and in more advanced cases, even kidney impairment. Now tell me, does that still sound like something normal for your age? Or does it sound like a warning you simply cannot ignore? And there's more. This problem doesn't just affect the physical body. It strikes at something much deeper. Your confidence, your masculinity, your freedom. Because you start living your life revolving around the bathroom. You avoid traveling. You avoid leaving the house. You even avoid intimate moments. And deep down, a silent fear begins to emerge. What if this gets worse? What if I lose control completely? Now, I need you to understand what is causing this. Because the prostate doesn't swell by accident. There are 3 main factors behind it. The first is chronic inflammation. Over the years, your body accumulates small pockets of internal inflammation caused by diet, stress, toxins, and this inflammation directly affects the prostate, causing it to increase in size. The second factor is hormonal imbalance. As time goes by, the male body begins to alter its hormone production, particularly DHT. And this hormone, when unregulated, stimulates prostate growth. And the third factor is a decline in male vitality. Your body loses its natural ability to regenerate itself, to regulate internal processes. And all of this combined creates the perfect scenario for this problem to escalate. In other words, it's not just about age. It is a silent process taking place inside you. Now, here comes the most important part. If you continue to treat only the symptoms, nothing will change. Because the real problem remains right there. That is exactly why a different approach emerged. A method that targets these 3 pillars directly. And that is where Prostavive comes in. But don't think this is just another run-of-the-mill supplement. Because what it does is attack the very root causes of the problem. For example, nettle root acts directly on the prostate, helping to reduce swelling and relieve pressure on the urethra. In other words, it helps to unclog the hose. Maca and ginseng, on the other hand,
work on male vitality. They help restore the body's energy, improve circulation, and support internal balance. This means your body works more efficiently again. And we also have essential minerals like zinc, which plays a fundamental role in hormonal regulation, helping to control DHT and preventing excessive prostate growth. Do you see what's happening here? It's not a superficial effect.
It's work happening from the inside out. It's your body returning to balance. And that's why men who started using this formula report things like sleeping through the entire night without waking up, experiencing a stronger, more continuous urinary flow, no longer living with that constant urgency. But above all, they report something priceless, a sense of control, of freedom, of getting back to being the man they used to be. Now let me ask you, if you continue exactly as you are today, where will you be a year from now? And 3 years from now? Better or worse? Because the natural tendency is to get worse. But the good news is, there is still time to change that. There is still time to stop this process and give your body the support it needs to recover. You don't have to accept this as your destiny. There is a path forward. There is a solution. And perhaps this is the opportunity you've been waiting for. Now, the choice is yours. You can close this video and continue on exactly as you are, or you can take the first step toward reclaiming your quality of life. Click the link found in this video's description and pinned in the first comment. Visit the official Prostavive website where you'll find additional information. And check to see if the special offer for the 6-bottle kit is still available. Because one thing is certain. Every night that passes is a lost opportunity to sleep in peace. And you deserve that. You deserve to rest, to live, and to feel whole again.